seconds. He's going to throw it. Howard leaps. He has it. Touchdown. Carolina back from the dead to tie the game with 2 seconds to go. Snap back, spot down. The kick is cleanly away. It is good.
And it's
with a
yes, sir.
54-yard field goal. And how about them Tar Heels? They do it.
Here's Kupak. Gives off to Amos. He's got it. He's Unbelievable. Unreal.
Jordan back to kick. It's blocked again. Picked up. It'll be a touchdown, Carolina, for Bracey Walker. He blocks his second punt and scores his second touchdown of the season. It's 14-13. Mr. Jordan beat Mr. Walker. Bernard fields it at the 26. Heading to the far side. Gio at the 35. Gio, he's at the 50. No, he's not. Yes, he is. Gio, he's going to take it for a touchdown. Are you kidding me?
This is the Heel Tough Blog Podcast on Spreaker.com.
So we're sitting down talking to 2019 three-star safety signee for the Tar Heels, Giovanni Biggers. Gio, how's it going today, man?
It's going well. How are you doing?
Good, man. Good. So you signed yesterday. Finally, the recruitment is over. Is it a bit of a relief to kind of get this process over and start to focus on getting on campus and doing what has to be done to get yourself out on the field?
Yeah, it definitely is, especially with the new coaching staff being hired. I felt like I had to go through the process again, kind of, but it definitely is a relief to be over.
Yeah, you talked about the new coaching staff, and you were a guy that committed to Carolina under Larry Fedora, but you were one of the guys that held tough through everything and stayed committed. What was the reason that you stayed committed to Carolina through all of that?
Because I didn't really fall in love with the coaching staff. I fell more in love with the university itself. And a key piece for me was Coach Dave still being there. So,
yeah, I mean, that first meeting with Mac Brown, you know, he's been said to be a guy that really has a family-like feel to him. Is that kind of the vibe that you got from meeting him that first time?
Definitely. Just seeing him bring all the guys back that he coached was big for me, because just showing like he really cares about the people he coaches, and then hearing other coaches tell me about him, just all great things that I've heard.
Yeah, I mean, so one of the things that I noticed about you when I watched you on film is that, you know, you're a guy that, of course, values taking away the football out of the safety position, but you're also a guy that really values being a part of the run game. Why is it important to have that mix and balance between the two as a safety?
Definitely, because you want to be as versatile as you can. You want to be able to play as many positions as possible. So, for me, I like to hit a lot, so I mean that's football right there, and then being able to cover guys as well and take the ball away and make turnovers just helps me out to be able to play more positions and get on the field more.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm going to be really honest with you. I mean, you know, just looking at your skill set, I think it really fits you well, this new defense that Jay Bateman's going to be bringing with him. I know you've probably talked to Jay and had some conversations with Coach Bateman. What do you think about the style of defense that he's going to bring with him to Carolina, and does that seem like something that you think you're going to be able to really thrive in?
Definitely. He likes to attack, and that's how my high school ran defense. We like to attack, so like it helps me because now I can, instead of sitting back waiting for a play to develop, I can go attack it instead of waiting for the offense to make it.
Yeah, so one of the other guys that's committed in the class, and maybe you've had a little bit of conversation with him going for a while, is because he's been committed with you as well, is Storm Duck, who's also part of that secondary. Do you guys have a pretty good relationship and know each other a little bit? And maybe is that something that you're going to look forward to, building on that bond as you guys go to college together?
Definitely. Me and Storm are really close. We got close, especially after the coaches were fired. Me and him talked a lot about what the plan is, and each of us all said we're going to stick through it and everything. So, me and him have been just really key in making sure everybody sticks with it and stays together.
Yeah, so the last question I'll ask you before I let you go, you're going to try to make an impact clearly out of the gate in Chapel Hill, but if you are one of those guys that's kind of on the special teams unit, what do you have to do to try to make an impact there that could potentially get you some playing time on the field at the safety position?
Whatever I got to do, honestly, I just want to be able to play my first year. They told me I got a chance to come in and play first year, so I'm going to do whatever I got to do for the team. And if that's special teams or if that's safety, whatever it is, I'll just try to do my best at it.
That's 2019 safety commit for the Tar Heels, officially signing yesterday, Giovanni Biggers. I was going to ask you one of the other things. You come out of the DMV area. Tell me about that area and just how popular that area is getting recruiting-wise.
It is the place with the most talent in America. We have the best kids, the best high school football. So it's so many kids that are underrated, so many kids that go to the league and just make big plays. We see a lot of the down south guys getting a lot of credit, but the DMV is home to a lot of talent, and hopefully I can show that next year. 2019
signee Giovanni Biggers stopping by to talk with us. Hey, Gio, thanks, man. I don't know if you're going to be able to go by Gio, though, because we do know we have a famous Gio already there, but you will be able to hopefully establish your own name there as well. Who knows? Maybe we'll have two legendary Gios that have played for Carolina. We sure hope so. So thanks for stopping by, and we look forward to seeing you out there in the 2019 season as part of this Tar Heel football team.
Thank you.
All righty. Thanks, man. Oh. All right. 2019 three-star safety commit Giovanni Biggers heads to Carolina out of the state of Maryland, out of Baltimore, actually, as he played his high school football at the Boys Latin School out there in Maryland, one of the more popular areas, as you heard him tell us. And that's going to be huge to have him on this Tar Heel roster this season at a position where the Tar Heels are a bit thin. The safety position, Tar Heels come in with just 5 scholarship safeties that will return from last season. So you heard Giovanni say it right there, and I think he's going to have a real chance to make an early impact as well. So, as always, you can subscribe to the podcast on Spreaker, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, iHeartRadio, TuneIn.com, or the TuneIn app. Check out the Heel Tough blog. We will have our signing day recap going up after the early signing period is complete tonight with Chaffrey Brown signing his letter of intent at West Meck High School later on this evening. That'll be at 8 o'clock, and after that, that article will be posted so you can learn a little bit about each one of these guys, including the man that we just talked to, Giovanni Biggers. And we will continue to have some of the prospects on throughout the week on the Heel Tough blog podcast. Storm Duck expected sometime hopefully later tonight. Sam Howell, the 4-star quarterback commit. We'll see if we can get him on as well. And any of the other guys, we welcome them to come on as well and talk a little bit about their commitment to Carolina and Mack Brown. So, as always, want to thank you guys for listening, and go Tar Heels!